Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about the top team for the Crystal Beetle Dream Realm boss, and I'll try out some different alternatives if you don't have all the heroes which are in the top team currently. So again, Crystal Beetle is going to be a boss that doesn't have Tailene as a top damage dealer option, which is great. If you don't have Tailene built like me, you can compete for the higher scores, and this is going to be the team. So the formation will be Odie in the back with Resonating Spell to increase his damage output. Odie is the major damage dealer contributor in this team, but Lily May is a close second to that. Rainier should be in front of Odie if you have the elite magic charms for Rainier, because he will give the ally one tile behind him the attack boost. Lily May should just be off to the right side, because then when she goes up to the close range of the boss, she will be close to Shakira and get buffed up by Shakira's Lupine's aura. That is important. This team will be more effective if you have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, because then he'll be giving the attack buff to Odie, Lily May, all together in the front. And then you have Coco here because the damage deals a lot of the boss deals a lot of damage, and so you need the damage reduction from Coco, and that is really important. And that is pretty much the team in a nutshell. Rainier here for the debuff to increase the damage the boss will take. And that is going to be it. So now let's do, actually, rather than watching the replay, we'll do a fresh run, and then I'm going to show you a replay from Old Grey Gamer, because he managed to get the top score so far I've seen in the Crystal Beetle. We're close, but not exactly there, because I'll talk about it when we get to his replay. Okay. So Odie gets teleported into the front, and Shakira is happy because Shakira gets to buff up him and the Lily May. Because Shakira basically jumps over the Odie, and now you can see where he's landed. He's like in the perfect position to buff up Lily May and Odie, which are your two key damage dealers which you want. Even if you don't have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, he'll still give the damage reduction and haste, which will increase damage and also keep your team, like your damage dealers, alive for longer. So you can use him even before plus 10 exclusive equipment, but then the damage output will be lower, because you won't be sharing that attack buff. Look at that damage the boss did. Pretty high burst, and that's why you need Coco in here. But Coco alone is actually enough to sustain your team. I'm pretty sure Coco applies a life drain effect buff to your heroes when she casts her ultimate, and so like your heroes get to heal themselves back up without needing a healer. So like Mikola is not even run here, Smokey's not run here, and it's just more effective this way. And the other thing is, we're not running Verdant Spell, and sometimes, like, you know, if you want more survivability, Verdant Spell can help you with that, because it has some buffs to increase your, like, tankiness and survival. But Resonating Spell is just for the raw damage. Okay, so we got really close to my previous record. My previous record, if we take a look at it, I think it's 5.1 billion, or a bit more than that. 5.125 billion. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Old Grey Gamer's replay, because he's running the same team. However, he has a bit of a different formation. He has the Coco Elite Magic Charms, and so he put the Coco off to the left, right behind the Shakira. Because what Coco does is it gives damage reduction, which doesn't really matter, but energy on hit to the Shakira, so Shakira can cast his ultimate a little bit faster and then begin buffing up your team. But it doesn't make a big difference, but this is like an optimal placement if you have the Shakira charm, the Coco charms as well. Again, all the heroes end up in the same ending position. The key, I think, reason why he did more damage than me is that he has a Resonating Spell more upgraded up to plus 19. Mine's only plus 17 right now. But more importantly, he has the Odie Elite Magic Charms complete. Today I did all of my 6 sweeps on floor 8 of the Marksman Focus Treasure. I wasn't able to get the final Magic Charm I need for Odie. Final Elite Magic Charm I need. I got a rare Magic Charm, but there's no use of that, like the blue quality one, because it doesn't apply the set effect. And I've even sweeped on it like another day, looking especially for this charm. I'm not able to hit it. When you're looking for one charm, one last charm, it can take a long time for you to get to it, and so you just have to be patient with that. But yeah, so because he has, like, basically he has pretty much fully optimized team for this boss as of right now, because this is considered to be the overall top scoring damage dealer team right now, even better than Tailene teams, better than Elsa teams, better than Lenya teams. So yeah, now we're going to talk about some replacements. So let's say you don't have Shakira. We're gonna do some testing, actually. Shakira, Lily May, what is probably less likely for someone to have? They might not have either of them. Okay, rather than the Shakir, I don't know if... I think probably Mikola would be the best option. But probably if you don't have Shakir, you probably don't have Mikola either. Let's see if we can try the Smokey type team comp, because this can also work. Basically, yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. Smokey off to the side will not get interrupted that much from the Crystal Beetle, if at all. And so your damage dealers can, or so he can continuously cast the aura, buffing up your damage dealers and also healing them up. Yeah. So I just want to see how effective this team is. This is also a safer team. Like, for example, if you're having trouble surviving, it's better to run a healer and Coco together. Then you're pretty much going to be safe for the whole fight. I am again running Rainier in here, but like if you didn't have Rainier, you can replace Rainier for Thorn. In any team, basically you find in the Dream Realm, Thorn is a good replacement for Rainier because they both provide a debuff to increase the damage the boss receives. That was a pretty big burst. Almost killed Rainier. And if we didn't have the Coco shielding from our Mythic Plus, maybe Coco would have even died there. Surprising, yeah. I think that is kind of the issue with the Crystal Beetle. He just deals a lot of raw damage. So even if you're at full health, he can sometimes just kill your team. And so that's why I guess Smokey, like a healer, might not even be needed, because you get back up to full health with the Coco life drain buff. And then it's just about the Coco damage reduction to protect your team. 56.9. Really high score with this, honestly. Compared to my previous one, my best is like 58.5%. To the boss's health, like, yeah, 5.125 billion. This is almost 5 billion damage with Smokey instead of Shakir. So this is a totally fine option as well. And if you're also like still dying, you can try to swap it for the Verdant spell. Both are good damage options. Resonating is for a bit higher damage but less survivability. Verdant has more survivability because your supports have haste buff, allows them to cast their skills more frequently and like heal more. So yeah, Smokey is a fine option. If you don't have Rainier, then I would probably do Thorn. Let's try a team like this. Wait, we do not want... Smokey can be off to this side, right? Yeah, why not? Then the Resonating spell will still go off on the Odie. You just want to make sure that it doesn't go... The Resonating spell is not eaten by anyone other than the Odie. Okay. And Thorn also protects your team a bit more because he has the Soul Pact. You just have to position your Smokey onto the all the way to the right or all the way on the left, and then he will not get knocked up by the Crystal Beetle boss, which is really cool. And I think a lot of people should have these heroes. Okay, maybe the only one you don't have is Lily May. So then what we'll do finally, we'll do a test without Lily May. I think probably the next best option would be, if you don't have Lily May, I wonder if Corrin even works. Corrin used to be so good for the Crystal Beetle Primal Lord, but no one even uses him anymore in the Dream Realm boss, so I suspect he won't be great. You could probably do Shakir, but I feel like then maybe you would lack on damage, because you would only have Odie as your pure damage dealer. We'll try a team with maybe Shakir. But the other problem with that is if you don't have Rainier position swapping the Odie, yeah, this did a lot less damage compared to the Rainier team, where Smokey did pretty comparable damage to the overall best team, but this one was quite a bit lower. But it is an option if you have Thorn, for example. Okay, so final team, let's say you don't have Lily May and you are a pretty beginner player. We'll get rid of Lily May. Now, probably Shakir is the best, but I don't actually know. It could just be another damage dealer. I just have a feeling Merrily won't be doing too great in this boss fight. Okay, we'll try Shakir and see what happens. It would be ideal if Shakir could somehow, the buff could somehow reach the Odie of Shakir, but I don't think that's ever going to be possible. Yeah, it's not possible unless you have the Rainier position swap. It's really close. Hey, is it actually reaching? I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. Wait, he has some sort of haste buff, but that might be from the Smokey. I wish you could break down the buffs. I've said this before. I wish you could just click and it would just tell you exactly all the buffs and where they have been obtained from. Because in a position like this, it's kind of like you don't know where the Odie is actually being buffed by Shakira. It's really close. If we put Odie in the frontmost tile and just not have him soul pacted, and then, but he would take the aggro, the boss maybe. But in that position, he would get buffed up by the Shakira. So maybe that would be better. Okay, let's see what type of score we get. Can we get over 41%? That's what our previous team got with Lily May. Yeah, we did. This one actually did better. But it could be because my Shakira is at the +10 exclusive equipment. 43.7%. Did it do better? No, I think it did a little bit worse. But look at that OD damage. When you only have one damage dealer, your one damage dealer then ends up contributing more. I don't know why that is the case, but it just always is that way. Yeah, okay, that did quite a bit less without having the Lily May. So yeah, that's probably not the best team option, but the other ones didn't do bad. Like Thorin, if you don't have Rainier, and if you don't have Shakira, you can go for Smokey. That did really similar damage, honestly, to the overall best team currently with Shakira. So those are probably the good replacements you can try. This one, basically, if you're going to run a team of Thorin, OD, Smokey, Coco, then for the final hero, it can be a tank like Kruger or Shakira. It can be, you can try another damage dealer like Marilee. Of course, Lily May is great, the best if you have her, but Marilee Corrin you could probably try. And, okay, you know what? I just want to try one last one. We're going to try it with Corrin and see whether that could potentially be better. So Corrin, because he really was the key damage dealer against Crystal Beetle before. I don't know exactly why it was the case, but I think it was had something to do with the fact that like his attacks are not dodgeable. Corrin has an ability that all of his attacks will land as a critical hit, but I don't know if that means that like they're not dodgeable either. Like, does it mean that if they dodge, or if they don't dodge, then you land a critical hit? Or does it mean that they can just not dodge your attacks? Each attack has to be a critical. I don't know. Anyway, let's see how much damage the Corrin can contribute. Because early game, usually these are the heroes you build up. Corrin to Mythic Plus, Marilee to Mythic Plus, OD up as well. Okay, this is looking good. Better than the Shakira team so far. Because we're at 42. Coco dies, but it's fine as long as we don't get fully wiped here. Yeah, damage output looking good. Okay, so Corrin might be whoa, not bad, not bad at all. 49%. Obviously not as good as Lily May, but kind of like a close second option, because keep in mind this was with Thorin as well. This was without the Rainier and without the Shakira, of course. So 42, almost 4.3 billion damage, 4.5 billion damage with Lily May. If you look at Corrin's damage output, really not bad. Honestly, Corrin probably is the second best damage dealer to run. And don't go for the Shakira Thorin team. That's probably not a good idea. So it's either you go for the Dream team, if you have the heroes, Resonating Spell or Verdant Spell. Both are good. Resonating does a bit more damage. If you don't have Shakira, you can go for the Smokey team, and you get very similar damage with the Smokey team. This is the formation for that. And then finally, if you don't have Rainier, you can go for the Thorin team. Then you're going to do about 500 million less damage with this team, but it still does pretty well. And then if you don't even have Lily May, you can go for Corrin and OD, and this is going to be that team. So hopefully these teams help you out, and good luck getting a high score in the Crystal Beetle boss. Just to recap how I've been doing recently, we've been like in the top 5 of the district, but that's because I guess our levels are higher. But I think it's also because we're competing with less servers now. Now your district is only of 3 different servers, including your own. Previously it was 6. And so that is like kind of a... It makes it easier to rank higher than you normally were in the past. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.